What is going on, everyone? This is Abyss271, and this is my blind reaction to the top 10 Robyn's Guilty Pleasure anime from Anime America. I will be starting the video in 3, 2, 1, now. That'd be an interesting list.
Something to fill in the time. While we're in between productions of the A-list, we're gonna release smaller, more personal top 10 lists called Mini A-list. These are top 10s composed by individual hosts of Anime America telling their personal choices for whatever category they choose. It won't be anything big like best stubs or saddest deaths or anything like that, but something smaller and more personal to the host like this list today, Robyn's Top 10 Guilty Pleasures. Oh, this is gonna be fun, and yet embarrassing at the same time. Following is a list of anime some people find weird,
well, it can't be as bad as you like to say Teen Titans Go.
But for some reason, I like them.
Or the Powerpuff Girls 2016.
Robyn's Top 10 Guilty Pleasures.
Or Breadwinners. I know all those weren't animes. I was just talking about, I was just saying a lot of bad cartoons.
Anything done by Uwatase. Other than Sakuragari and Arata Kangatari, every Uwatase title is the same. Young high school girl's life drastically changes and gets stuck in a love triangle along the way. Whether it's going to another world to become a priestess or getting a robotic lover by mail, it's the same premise. Main girl always gets two sexy guys to desire her love. Lucky bitches. Her art style is a bit repetitive as well. As hard as she tries, she ends up developing
I've seen a lot of animes like this. Like the closest thing I've seen for an anime like this was something like Peach Girl from Funimation. I don't know if anybody has seen Peach Girl, but it's kind of like that love triangle, like high school anime.
And once that ends, I will be expecting the Byakuya story as well. Please, Watase-san, I really want to know more about the priestess Suzuno and her celestial hottie Tatara. Number 9. D and Angel. I used to like this show, but now that I look back on it, I
actually own this anime. It's a pretty good anime series.
It's creative and
although I don't enjoy it as much as I used to, I still somewhat enjoy this anime. I especially love Doc's design. The reason why I don't like this as much is because back then I used to love it because I thought the idea was like new and original, but as time goes on and the more anime that I watch, the more that I realize that Doc is pretty much just Kaito Kid from D and Angel in a way.
Grandpa's passed, mom's passed, daddy comes home. Watch the main character choose his feelings between the twins, Risa and Riku, meet this random blonde chick, revive a sealed soul named Toa, and focus! There's just too much going on in this series. It's not just episode fillers, these are episodes that contribute way too much to the main plot. I'm sorry, but D and Angel was cheesy and overdone. So if I have all this
I never noticed how overdone
why
it
is it my guilty pleasure?
I'm probably going to watch it sometime next year again to see how this anime holds up now for me as compared to how when I last watched it a few years ago.
Princess. This is the one anime title
I never heard of this
recommend. Why? Because this pretty much shows why you shouldn't put your children in a one-gendered school. With girls' schools, they're brainwashed to think men are scums of the earth like the Lobelia girls. For boys' schools, they do whatever it takes to experience a normal high school life. All they want is to socialize with girls, to date them.
Is this one of those enemies that a girl dresses up like a guy in a guy's school, or a guy dresses up as a girl in a girl's school?
Boys in drag. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Still, they make sure to preserve their pride and pay them for their services. All they do is dress up in drag and cheer for the students. In exchange, they get free meals, a private bath, and cash. Sounds pretty good to me, and to the main character, Toru, who actually
interesting story for interesting synopsis for an anime.
It scares me. There's no yaoi in it other than the one kiss to scare away Toru's cousin, but nonetheless, this anime is a lot of fun to watch. Oh, and Mr. Manly Curl scares me too. Number 4 on this list for a reason. Number 7.
I'll just do a blind reaction to that sometime next year.
This is an interesting anime. It's a magical girl male harem with a Snow White.
I've heard of pre-tier, but I don't know much about
I'll explain it thoroughly. 7 Leaf Knights.
Pretty sure this is like one of the enemies that Robyn regrets putting in, looking back now.
Princess of Disaster. If the situation turns for the worse, they find the legendary maiden known as the Pre-Tier. In this case, it's Himeno, and by becoming one with the knights, she can use their powers to defeat the demon larvas and preserve the world's Leaf. She becomes one with the knights. You heard me right. The knights turn into balls of light and fuse with Himeno. So yeah, she has to become one with these guys, including the children. Awkward. But that's the least of this show's problems. What's the main problem? The characters. They're just over the top. Himeno, overly chipper and perky. Her parents, lovey-dovey 24/7. Mayune, bitchy McBitch. Moata, very quiet and dramatic. The children, oh so kawaii. Go, the awesome go-to guy. Kay, major narcissist for no reason. Number 5 on that list too. Sasame, the sweet calm guy with a dark secret. And then there's Hayate. He's the most complicated compared to the others. He started out as a BAMF who doesn't want another pre-tier, but along the way, as he's developing,
I kind of like Hayate's design.
He just turns awkward. He acts all blushy and randomly turns into Himeno's knight in shiny armor in the last 2 seconds. It was just an awkward character development. 1 minute you're BAMF, the next you're all blushy and awkward. So yeah, pre-tier. An interesting anime with cheesy characters. But I was pretty proud to collect it in high school. I'll still watch from time to time, so even though it has its flaws, it's still my guilty pleasure. Number 6. Marmalade Boy. This is the most cheesy, romantic comedy
I've heard of this anime, but this is one of those I don't know much about at all.
Their parents decide to split up and exchange spouses. So now her dad is married to his mom, and his dad is married to her mom. Fun twist party we have here. She had a crush on her childhood friend, but is growing feelings for her new stepbrother. Well, as long as they're not blood relatives, everything is fine, right? Oh wait, what's that? Their parents knew each other in college and they slept around with each other? Well, this could be bad. You had love triangles forming around, random characters popping in to come between the couple, and some forbidden relationship formed along the way. Oh, don't you wish life was this interesting? I will always cherish this title since it was recommended by one of my dear friends from middle school, Tim. Thanks for the awesome recommendation, my friend. Number 5. Loveless. Oh, Loveless. An interesting, surreal anime with random battles, cat ears, and pedophilia. Don't deny it, Sobi's a pedo. When you watch it, the story can be a bit confusing. First off, you have a random organization called 7 Moves. They teach and dispense couples out into the world to exchange in combat with other couples. These couples are paired by their destined names like Breathless, Sleepless, and Beloved. When you have a true name branded on you, there is a partner somewhere out there waiting to meet you and help you in battle. Here is Sobi. His true name is Beloved, and his old partner Seme was murdered in some sort of controversy. In case of this situation, Sobi was ordered by Seme to become Ritsuka's partner, branded with the true name Loveless. Still with me here? So even though their names are different, they become battle partners to discover the truth behind Seme's death and Ritsuka's amnesia. And to suppress Ritsuka's name, Sobi provides him with love. Since his name means one without love, Sobi must provide him with the love that he needs. Nothing more than an excuse for a 20-year-old to molest a 12-year-old. No arguments. And then we have this fascinating anatomy. To put it simply, cat ears and tail represents innocence. If you have them, you're considered a child and a virgin. If you don't, you're considered an adult and sometimes a skank. Adult, child. Innocent, skank. In some ways, this show is pointing out even more that this is a bit pedophilic. This show is
I'm not gonna watch this anime. I don't know about anyone that watches this. That's watching my one reaction.
Number 4. Yuru Yuri. If you thought cat your pedophilia was weird, you
Another
might be
one that I know,
uncomfortable about
but
this title.
another one I've heard of but
Anime
don't
with
know
middle
much
school
about.
girls who act like lesbians. Just thinking how this is somewhat geared with fan service can be a bit disturbing, but I can't help but love this show. It's the characters and the random scenarios that make this show hilarious. Plus, we get one of the biggest nosebleeds in anime history next to Corinne.
What?
Yes, it can be awkward with some of the fantasies and the fact that Akari
Well, that
has
was
no
some
sister with an
nosebleed.
incest issue can be a problem. But just keep telling yourself this. It's a cartoon. Middle school girls don't really do this. That is, they don't do this if they go to a co-ed school and not one of those one-gendered schools. Oh wait! Yuri Yuri is based at an all-girls school. Like I said, your kids will be messed up for life if they go to these schools. Number 3. Ronin Warriors. Behold, old school's cheesiness at its finest. For those of you who haven't seen this anime,
Okay,
listen up.
Ronin Warriors was something that I grew up with, although I don't have a lot of memories with.
The only thing
But
stopping
I
them
tried
is
watching it
four
around
dark
7 to
warlords
8
are the
years
five Ronin
ago.
warriors. The random thing is that
And I
Toppa
couldn't
appears
really
in
get
the
into
very
it
first
at
second of
all.
the
It
show,
felt
and
too
the
much like a
warriors are
Power
there
Rangers
as they
whip-off
sense
for
what
me
happened.
to really get
Very
into.
quickly, aren't we?
Like I give it like a good like 9 to 10 episodes, and I just couldn't watch any more episodes after that. So like, this anime doesn't do much for me at all. It just feels like a Power Rangers ripoff. And if I want to watch like if I want to watch Power Rangers, a Power Rangers ripoff, then I'll just watch the original Power Rangers. You know, it's like why watch a ripoff?
Good luck getting that one. By sealing the
I'm
warriors,
sure it gets
however,
better
they're
as
able
time
to
goes
absorb
on, so I
enough
shouldn't
extra
like
power
judge it
from their original
just based on
elements.
10
So yeah,
episodes. But just
way to go,
early
dumbass.
impressions,
Still,
I
they need a
couldn't
little
get
help
into
getting
it.
themselves on
Maybe
seal,
I'll
so
try
they
it
have to
sometime
rely
in
on
the
a
near
young girl
future to
named
see if this
Mia,
anime
a snot-nosed
will
brat
be
named
from
Yui.
see if this anime will improve on my
Anyway,
end
whenever
as
they're in
time
any
goes
trouble,
on
a
and
random
the more
monkey
anime
named
I've
the
seen.
Ancient appears to get them out of trouble.
Because I'm more open-minded than I was when I
It's
first
cheesy
watched
anime
this.
with very cheesy dialogue, but I don't care. I love this show.
Never knew this was considered guilty pleasure.
Number 2. Ah, here we go. Ski show. I don't know what to say. This is just a bizarre world here, full of romance, drama, weird science hypnosis, and no women. You heard me right?
No.
Women.
No women?
Nothing but men here. You have your masculine men, and you have your obvious girly men. They just pair up randomly, and no one knows how they reproduce. The main plot centers around Sora and Sunao. Sora is recovering from amnesia and doesn't know why Sunao is giving him the cold treatment. And yet, on some nights, their personalities change and they're all over each other. Awesome fan service plot, but there's actually a good reason behind this. These guys were victims of science experiments as children. To suppress their suffering, they created an alternate personality to take over and endure the pain. This causes the two of them to grow up with different personalities. Sora can turn into Yoru, and Sunao can turn into Ron. Even though Sora and Sunao kinda hate each other at first, their alternate personalities are desperately in love with each other. And then we have the final episode. Everyone but the children, thank God, has a partner, and there's nothing but fan service. Nothing explicit, but you know what's gonna happen. Honorable mention. My all-time favorite anime ever, Sailor Moon. This show can be cheesy and sometimes the plot
This
won't
is
make sense.
considered guilty
Plus,
pleasure?
it can also get
I never
pathetic
thought
every
of Sailor
time
Moon
the
as
Sailor
guilty
Star for Tuxedo
pleasure.
Mask have to give Sailor Moon the cue to finish off the bad guy. Moon Spiral. Wait. We didn't say Simon Says. Even with all its faults, this will always be my favorite anime and my guilty pleasure. And my ultimate guilty pleasure anime of all time is... Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Level C.
Never heard of
There are no
it.
excuses for this one. This is nothing but smut. Smut, smut, smut. Remember in my Junjo Hatsukoi review where I said the typical yaoi consists of the couple having 2 seconds of development and then they go straight to the yaoi? This is the best example! It starts off with a homeless businessman named Kazumi. He meets a young male model named Mizuki in the city and decides to pursue him. He asks him for a place to spend the night, and in exchange, he'll give him a night of extreme pleasure. And that's it. From then on, we get a small subplot and go straight to the smut. every chapter was the same. Small plot, smut. For example, we discovered Kazumi has a twin sister, smut. Kazumi used to date a woman whose younger brother now goes to the same school as Mizuki, smut. Mizuki's stepmother finds out about the relationship and wants to ruin Mizuki's life. Ah, who cares? More smut. There's no development, little plot, and it's just flat out smut. Nothing more. Now why would I like this? In high school, I was on the yaoi bandwagon like you wouldn't believe. I loved Gravitation, I loved Gundam Wing Dojinshis, and I loved Fake. My friend plopped this.
You're not the only one that liked the Gravitation, Robyn.
My fascination for yaoi went up a few more notches, and it just changed my point of view over the whole genre. Nowadays, I don't really read doujinshis anymore or even get into fan pairings. I prefer original pairings and a good story, hence why I love Junjo Romantica and Seikaiichi Hatsukoi. Still, if I learned anything from Level C, it's this. There's nothing wrong with having a little fun and a guilty pleasure. If any of you thought I was going to see Boku no
I might check out Level C. I'm not sure.
For more updates on Anime America projects, just go to our Facebook page and like us. If you wish to support our production by purchasing our merchandise, just go to www.cafepress.com/Anime America Podcast. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to Anime America.
And that was the episode. Overall, it was a decent list. A lot of the animes I never really heard of, outside of like maybe Dean Angel and Roman Warriors. But it's intriguing, to watch these kinds of blind reactions to see like new animes you haven't even seen before. And that's all I have to say for this video. I'll see you all for the top 10 anime characters with the most annoying voices. One reaction from WatchMojo.com. Till next time.